Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites, where I have new videos every week. I share planner reviews and my own personal planning here, and I share an extra personal monthly video or Zoom call with my patrons. We rotate months on that. If you want to check out supporting me over there, that link is always down in the description. Today's video is truly one of my most exciting of the entire year. It's the Laurel Denise 2024 launch, you guys. And Laurel has been absolutely amazing to include everything in my launch box so that you can get a peek at everything in one video and I can show it all to you side by side. I cannot tell you how much trouble she went to for this box. You will see Laurel's cute little handwriting on things. She hand labeled things for me. Anything messy that you see labeled, like the V telling me this cover comes in vertical, is me labeling it. So you can very easily tell Laurel's handwriting from mine. I am just blown away that I get to share all this with you in one video. It is the biggest launch video I will do for the entire year. Biggest meaning the most items in it. But I also think that the Laurel Denise launch is going to be huge this year. Her company has grown exponentially every single year. I got to do my first video for her back, I think, 4 years ago. I can't remember. I will post my Laurel Denise playlist if you want to go back and look kind of where she started. She's changed and tweaked her planners every year. I love her story. I got to chat with Laurel Denise and hear some of the behind the scenes and things about her company in my planner friend chat series. I will link that video down below. So Laurel and I have a personal chatty Zoom call together. If you don't know her, I think you would really enjoy this video. It'll be linked in the description. Without further ado, let's jump into all this because this is going to be a long video. So get a good drink, get a snack, relax somewhere, like enjoy all this and take it all in so you can make your decisions for launch. Laurel Denise is launching tomorrow, September 6th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So that is her launch time. And before we get any further, I want to let you guys know that I have a 10% off code. And Laurel has changed that and made it to where you can use it even if you've already used it in the past. You can use my code on every single Laurel Denise purchase. The code is Amanda's Favorites. So do not forget to type that in at checkout. I also have an affiliate link with Laurel Denise. If you click through there to go to her website, then it shows her how many people I bring to her, which is what helps me get these launch boxes. And I also make a small percentage of the sale. So I really appreciate that. We're going to clear all this. We're going to start. But before we start, I want to give you kind of an overview of what I have. I have every cover to share with you. She sent some of the covers in planners. And then the covers that didn't come on a planner, she sent me her samples. Just the front cover sample. And so I can also show you the pocket inside, which I think is so important. We'll talk about why the inside is more important to me than the outside. So I'm going to show you every single cover. She has brand new sticky note sets, which are really genius, you guys. I'll show you them down in every planner. One fits every section of the horizontal. This is your horizontal one. One fits every section of the project planner. One fits every section of the vertical. And I will show you which ones work best in the mini. There's not a specific one made for the mini planner, but the vertical weekly ones work best in the mini planner. So if you're buying the new mini, I have the new mini Laurel Denise horizontal planner. I have the horizontal. I have the vertical. I have the project planner. I have her new pen pouch. Her new beautiful vegan leather folio, you guys, that fits her planner perfectly. If you are taking her planner out of your house, this is a must, I would say, because there are really not other planner bags on the market that fit it. And this is made so nicely. We will talk all about it. I have her new pop-ins, pop-in panels. Pop-in panels. I just wrote pop. These are her new pop-in panels. So pips for short. Isn't that cute? This is one of her new accessories. We're going to talk about it. They work perfectly. We'll talk about the changes to the planners, the tweaks for this year. We'll talk about, she sent a few insert pages for me to be able to share with you guys and demonstrate. And we'll talk about the new packaging. We're going to start out with the mini planner. So let me clear all this off and we'll lay the mini next to the big normal size one, and we'll chat all about it. I am here to help you figure out which one will work best for you, figure out which size and layout works best, which cover you like the best. I hope this video is so helpful for you. That's why I put so much time and effort into it. Let's do it. All right, the mini planner, you guys. And this is the one that I left the packaging on so I can show you how it comes. Every single one of your planners will come in this beautiful box. And I think if I remember right, Nance at Laurel Denise Company, if you follow them, you know her. She's like the creative, artistic mind. Well, I think Laurel is very creative too. I mean, Nance does like drawing and art designs for them. She designed this pattern, I believe, and I absolutely love it. You guys, Laurel Denise, from the packaging on the boxes to the planners, just feels so vintage, beautiful, curated. Like everything is so well thought out. It truly feels like you're getting a gift. So I love these little cards she makes every year. It has a different phrase on it every year. This year is Planners for the Way You Think, with her signature hot pink and vintage designs. Love those. Save that little card for yourself. And then there's a little hot pink dot, and they're beautiful tissue paper with a design on it. And it's not wasted tissue paper because it's just enough. It fits the box perfectly, wraps your planner. Your planner also comes in bubble wrap. I just took that off. So it is perfectly protected. And then your box has this beautiful design inside too. So it could definitely be kept and re-gift, like use as a gift box, because I feel like it's that beautiful. That's what all your planners are going to come in. The other planners just come in a bigger box, of course. This being the mini. Here is your little mini. Let's compare it first of all, just in size here. I do want to say Laurel has all the dimensions up on the site. It is so nice. They have measured every box in every planner. Every detail is up on their site. Okay, but I will just tell you, the big planner is 9 by 12. I'm looking at my notes to make sure I get this right. And the mini planner, I will put that up on the screen. I, for some reason, don't have that written down here. But the big planner is 9 by 12. And then we have the mini, and I will put those measurements on the screen. So there is your difference. Let's open the mini and look at a layout. Well, we'll look at the cover and everything. Let's just look at a blank layout, not even one with my sticky notes, because I feel like something that everybody wants to see is just kind of like the monthly boxes laid next to the other monthly boxes so that you can get a feel for how little. The mini monthly boxes are very tiny. I do want to say that. The monthly boxes are 0.625 wide by 1 inch high in the mini. They are very small. I'm going to show you what I can fit in a box. I am going to grab a pen. So I have grabbed a 0.38 Uniball Signo because I don't have a 0.38 friction, I don't think. But I want to be able to show you, I think this would make a perfect meal planner. That's one of the things that came to mind. So of course, if you don't have many events or things, it could be your whole planner, and you guys, it really does feel good in hand. It's just the perfect size. I think it's really close to a 7 by 9, but if you turn it this way, like 7 by 9, but turn the other way. Yeah, just the cover without the coil is 7 by 9. So I was right. So think about your 7 by 9 planner, you know, without the coil in there. That's this size. It's just not opening this way. It's opening horizontally. Her products are so unique. There is nothing out there like them. They're a little bit quirky, the unique vintage vibe, just so it feels small batch, hand curated here. So you have Laurel Denise Planner Horizontal Weekly Edition 2024 in gold foiling on the front. The mini only comes in this evergreen color, which I personally love. Love the evergreen. Approved by Laurel Denise's signature. So since they're just testing the mini this year, it only comes in evergreen, but you can choose Sunday or Monday start. We'll talk about that when we get into it. I really do believe these are going to sell out really fast because I know she didn't order as much as the big planners, and it's just like a test. So if you want a mini, you better grab it. Your pocket is this beautiful, I call it like a light seafoam green. Love the pattern. Like, I absolutely love this. I always say the inside of the planner is more important to me than the outside, because do you see how that's what you see all year as it's laying on your desk? You see the lip of the planner, just a little bit of the pattern, and you do see a little bit of the outside color. So how that all looks to me is really important, because that is what I see all year. So now that we've laid them side by side here, I just want you to be able to see that. And then the horizontal weekly, how that looks side by side. I do think that this would make a perfect meal planner. Imagine this. With your vertical sticky notes fitting perfectly in here, you could have all your meals and you could move them around as you need to. You could have written out in the days of the week more details, like if you wanted to list breakfast and lunch too, not just dinners, or more details about the dinners. Like if you just have, the dinner written here, like sweet potatoes, then like what are your sides going to be? Like putting those details in. Keeping track of your grocery list and pantry staples or whatnot could be back here, or just more meal planning, breakfast, lunch, dinner, brainstorming the kids' lunches, snacks could all be in here. A new addition this year, you guys, adding back the habit trackers, but to the back of the last weekly page in every planner. We will get into every detail. I know everyone's already just like mind blown here with this new mini. I just want to show you that I could write in here like shots on a Friday. This is my 0.38 pen. I don't have tiny, neat handwriting like Laurel, but if I, concentrate that I am writing in something smaller, I could fit in shots, sprouts, and the gym. I can easily fit 3 things in there, as you can see, and you could even fit 5 easily. You could fit 5 things on a day in there. If you're using a 0.38 pen, I would definitely recommend a 0.38 pen for this planner. And I would recommend a friction pen because, and like I said, I don't have a friction in a 0.38. I do have a friction in a 0.5, so we will try that. This beautiful friction barrel, and you can replace it with refills, is from Jet Pens. It feels really good in hand. A sweet Instagram friend sent this to me. She said it was her favorite like friction barrel, and she just wanted to send it to me, and I love it. So I'm definitely going to be keeping this and putting refills in it. If we write, the same thing in a 0.5 on another day, then you can see I can still fit it. It's just, it'd be a little harder to fit things in between it. But why I say you want a friction pen for a planner that has tiny slots is because you don't want to have to be putting whiteout tape all over this. And if plans change, you don't have really room to write any other plans. So with your friction pen, you can just easily erase, and it's almost like nothing was in that box. Friction pens are really awesome. I have a basic friction pen off Amazon that I really like too, if you don't want to order from Jet Pens, if you don't want to have to do that order and pay a little bit more. So my Amazon store is linked down below, but I'll try to link my favorite friction pen there separately for you guys from Amazon. This is the mini. I'm going to put away the big right now since we've compared it. Let's go through the mini. Every planner this year comes with 2 rulers. One says you are here, and it's all in metallic gold, and Laurel Denise's signature is at the bottom, and that's an actual ruler. And one says you are here also, and it's a scalloped edge on there just for fun. So these are the 2 rulers that come with your planner this year. Changed a little bit from last year. I love them, and I think for the price of our planners that you're getting 2 good rulers, I think it's great. This mini is $49. Like I said, it only comes in evergreen. Your nameplate page is here. I just put Laurel's cute little handwriting there that she had written to me. She helped me out so much by labeling everything, putting the prices. So helpful for me. And just all her little handwriting, I'm going to have to keep it forever. Like, her handwriting is so cute. I could not write that way even if I tried. Her handwriting could be turned into a font. I think it would be a great font too. You know how lots of people are doing that nowadays. These sticky notes are also in her shop. I'm going to try to add in even older accessories that I have that are still available at the end, so that when you're loading up your cart, you'll know what you might want to put in. You have 2024 at a glance up here. This is how it is this year, all your holidays. Then you have all your months, and you have goals and things to remember for each month. Special dates and events. Your tabbed pages are a 120-pound page, all your tabbed pages. Your in-between pages are 80 pounds. And I will show you pen testing. I will show you pen testing in all of them. The 80-pound paper handles pen really well. It is a smooth paper, but not slick. I would not call it slick at all. And your tabbed pages have a little bit more tooth than these in-between pages to them. And the back page of your month is the same cardstock because it's on the back of your next monthly layout. So if you're new to Laurel Denise, this is the premise of her planners, that you can see your whole monthly at the same time that you see your weekly, at the same time that you can see monthly lists and weekly lists. So everything is working off of each other. This year, you have 6 habit trackers for the month, monthly habit trackers on the back of your weekly pages. I think that's such a great place to stick them. Perfect for those people that want to use monthly habit trackers. I think looking by the month is so great because you get a bigger picture than just a week. And you guys know me, I use yearly habit trackers. I love them for that same reason. But I think monthly, especially for habits that you're not keeping for a year, like I do on my yearly habit trackers, are such a great addition. You have your month up here, your year, you have your next month at a glance. Here's the new thing for this year, you guys. You get to choose a Saturday or Sunday start. But pay attention. If you pick a Sunday start, it is on your monthly Sunday and on your weekly Sunday start. If you pick a Monday start, and I do have a planner in that to show you, then it's a Monday start here and a Monday start on your week. And this year you have full Saturday and Sunday boxes on your monthly layout. Everything, that was another big change. So in your horizontal, you just have the days of the week horizontally here. And I'll talk more when we get into the bigger one, how I've used it before. In the mini, I feel like I would use it a completely different way, but I will give you some ideas for the mini. Over here, you have the days of the week continuing. So if you want to divide these up, like this might be your to-do list and your appointments. This might be like your after school schedule, or this might be like your meal plan. If you're using this for your to-do list and your appointments, that's kind of how I use the bigger one. This is your weekly list. But I feel like the mini planner would be so perfect for a meal planner. As I mentioned, meals here, dinners here. You can move them around, all the meal detail. I also feel like it would be great for health or wellness tracking, you know, with your weight and weight tracking in there too, if you do that. Habits for those health and wellness things could be marked on these little monthly boxes with like a highlighter, you know, color coding, so you can easily see like right here on your monthly how you did that week with habits. Or you could be tracking your mood right here on these monthly boxes. And this could be for your gratitude every day, or how you're feeling. Did you take your walk? Did you do yoga? What did you do for your movement, for your mental health that day? And then you could end with a gratitude over here. So I can see this as a wellness or mental health planner so easily. It would fit perfectly on a dresser or a bedstand or in your kitchen, wherever you want to keep it to mark that down. I also think that people could use this for a content planner. The big one makes a great content planner, but if you don't need that much space, you know, for a little bit less space, what you're doing every day for content and kind of mapping out big releases or big things or YouTube videos on your monthly and all your content ideas and notes here. Those are just a few ideas. I want you guys to leave your ideas down in the comments because you always have the best, most creative ideas out there for all of us. And then we can read through the comments and get more ideas on how you've used your Laurel Denise or what you plan to use the new mini for. So leave that down in the comments. Every month you go through where you flip your planner and you can see just your week and your month at the same time. That is what Laurel Denise is all about, you guys, if you're new to her, is that you can see your week and your month at the same time. So when it's flipped over, you have all your crucial information there. Then your next month, it flows just like that. And your little half pages, they're not half, but I just call them half pages. And since your months are so thick, 120 pound, and they have the laminated tab, you won't have any problem with those holding up. You have your holidays noted at the bottom of every day, really small there, so not taking up a lot of room. Then they are not noted on your weekly. So that is something for you to know. The holidays are not double noted printed to take up room on your weekly. You will just want to look at your monthly spread for the holidays there. And I really like that. They've like thought of every detail, like what would be better, what would take up too much room. And dot grid is on this for the rest of your monthly planning, a very light dot grid, which I appreciate, and just blank for your to-do this month. So that is the flow of your planner. Your mini is just like your big one. Plan ahead. This is new, planning ahead for 2025, so you can mark vacations, days off school, appointments, and make notes about those appointments while you're waiting for your next planner to come. This is brand new, added in this year. Yearly wins and yearly lessons. Laurel was just saying we got to have an affiliate meeting where she shared all the products with us and her thoughts. That was so much fun. She just goes above and beyond with her time to us, which is so generous. Her yearly wins here, she just thought would be fun as the year goes on to list your wins, right? Definitely list them as the year goes on or you will not remember them. I wouldn't. Yearly lessons. I mean, how fun would that be to read over at the end of the year? Also really satisfying and I feel like mentally healthy. Now this year, your notes pages were reduced at the back of the Laurel Denise because we are making room for the new pips, the pop-in panels. They don't fit in the mini, but they fit in the big one. And you want to have enough room to pop these in or your inserts in the big one. So notes pages have been reduced. You have graph grid, 2, 4 graph grid. Then you go into 2, 4 dot grid. And then at the back, you have, this is another fun addition this year. Books I'm reading, things I'm listening to, happy moments, gratitude, hobbies, ways I'm moving my body, I'm excited for, and I'm hopeful for. So throughout the year, you would fill those in. And at the end of the year, you just have a really good keepsake of your year. Then you have another beautiful pocket at the back, coated, so nice, very strong, you guys. That is your mini planner, and you can see how the bookmarks stick up, just the perfect amount of room when you open your planner to be able to find where you are. And new this year, I forgot to mention, a notes tab. So now your notes section is really easy to find, but you could definitely stick one of your pop-in bookmarks back there, you know, so that your notes page, whatever notes page you're on, is easy to turn to, or your yearly wins. You could have a bookmark, you know, on the month, the week you're on, but you won't have any problems finding your place with those bookmarks. So that is your mini. And since we're focused on horizontal right now with the mini, just doing that, let's move straight into the big horizontal. And then we'll do the vertical, and then we'll do the project planner, and then we'll do all the accessories. There's so much, you guys. I hope you're in this with me for the long haul. Let's do the horizontal in here. And you know what? We will make sure to do our pen test in this one. Look at the beautiful inside cover in this one. I will put the cover names up on the screen for you guys, but this is called I think this is called your Ocean Breeze. Horizontal comes in 5 different covers. Let's pull those out. All right, these are the 5 covers that your horizontal comes in. It comes in the Evergreen cover, okay? It comes in your Ocean Breeze. It comes in your Strawberry Jam. How cute is that? And there is the inside of Strawberry Jam. It is forest green with a navy with that design, and you get to see that at the edge of your planner. Okay, so that is Strawberry Jam. Then we have Wildflowers, which I believe is the one Nance designed, which is so beautiful. You guys know I love rust and navy. Like her colors, I'm all over them because they're my colors. Rust, navy, forest green. I love them. And the vintagey designs and how you get a pop of the gold foiling on the front there with every single one. This is the inside of that one. So you would see like a brown stripe there at the edge with the pattern and the rust. Yes, Ocean Breeze is the blue. And these are just samples, you guys. So she sent me her actual samples. Then this is a new basic for this year. This is called Midnight. So it's black, you guys. It's just black. But it's called Midnight. It's a beautiful black. It's like a matted black, if you can tell on there, with your gold. And then on the inside, this is the only one that does not have a different, you know, coordinating design with the pocket. It is just black. So if you need neutral or professional, and you just see that at the edge, this is your midnight. This is actually the project planner, but it comes in horizontal also. So that's why this one looks it's a little bit smaller coil, because that's your project planner. And then the Ocean Breeze. So those are the 5 covers that horizontal comes in. Horizontal, you get to choose between a Sunday and a Monday start. And you have these horizontal sticky notes that fit your planner perfectly. These range from $25 to $35. One of them is a little bit more expensive because probably has, the vertical is $35. These are $25 because the vertical has a whole bunch more little tiny ones, so costs more to make. She sent me her actual sample so I could show it to you guys, because all this stuff hadn't even come in yet, you guys. I feel so honored that I get to share this with you right before launch. So this is the inside pattern of your Ocean Breeze. So beautiful. Your 2 rulers are exactly the same as in the mini. Okay, the scallops. How beautiful is that? I love the light inside with the dark outside. And of course, these plain dark covers are so great for if you're a sticker person and you like to stick those big stickers that go on water bottles, or Laurel Denise. I don't know how many of her stickers she has in stock. Last year, she had a whole bunch of cute stickers, which I've shared before, and I stuck them on my evergreen planner. I'll show that to you. I have it right here. So the planner I was actually using, I stuck some for stickers on this evergreen planner, and so cute. You're gonna have these same layouts as the mini, so we're gonna go a little bit more quickly through this one, but it's just bigger. You have 2024 holidays. You have 2024 for your goals and things to remember. It's a lot bigger than the mini. Special dates and events. Then that's the back of your tabbed page. You go straight into January. Let's look at some of these sticky notes and how they fit on here. I really think that if you are a sticky note person, you are going to want these. Here they all are. I've I've taken them all off so that you can see how they fit. You know, they made ones that fit this week. They made ones that fit your boxes for your monthly. So if you pre-plan and you just want to put things on there months ahead, which is what I would do, so you don't have to be erasing, you know, if you have doctor's appointments and you book those months ahead, then when you get there, you can write it on. That's what I would do. But until then, if things change, I would use the sticky notes. So you have all these different sizes for the monthly, for the column over here. You have horizontally, goes perfectly across. These are smaller to go across. You have these also fit. You could fit 2 of those actually in your little span there if you needed to fit, like you wanted to fit 2 different things. And then if you wanted to fit this, which is the one for that, but it also fits perfectly here. So many people I know are going to ask me how these sticky notes. I've had one of her older sticky note ones. Where is that? The one that released way earlier this year. Let me grab it. I've had this one for quite a while, and I've used it and tested it in different things. Would I say it sticks as well as Post-it brand? No, I don't think so. But Post-it brand does not make all these cool sizes, but they stick well enough. In my opinion, I haven't had issues with them falling off. Like, they seem to put sticky on a big amount of it. Like, sticky is on more than half the note. Like, that much of the note has sticky. And they do stay down really well. Mine have stayed down. I've had this one, like I said, that is still available on her site. If you need these shapes and sizes for anything, she still has their basic one. I would recommend this. I love the muted colors. If you're someone who would use it, who would like it for pre-planning or things you're not sure about, or even for meals and moving them around, I would wholeheartedly say to get one. I don't think you would regret it. So this one fits the horizontal weekly perfectly. Look at this. And look, I can't even get this one up. So this one just has sticky at the top only, not all along the side. This one stickies along the side, so it just kind of depends on where its sticky is. This one stickies all along the top, and they've been sticking really well. You're not going to find a sticky note to fit this planner perfectly anywhere else, and they have made these for the horizontal, the vertical, and the project planner. And the vertical fits well in the mini, as I shared with you, as you saw in the mini here. When we get to the vertical, I'll try to remember to pull back up the mini and show you, but in case I don't, these are from the vertical, these are from the vertical. This is from the horizontal, so that one from the horizontal can fit. I think that you would want these from the vertical in the mini. So there's your stickies for that. Okay, so that's your sticky notes. Let's go through the layout in here and the changes and look at a month without sticky notes so that you can just see a month full on. If you're new to Laurel Denise, you see your entire month, but you also see your week. And then you flip your week and you can see the next week. So as you're planning the whole month, you can flip through here and see every week that you need to get to, right? As you're writing schedules and things. The back of this last year was a dot grid blank, but now it is your habit trackers. And there's 7 in the big one. If you don't want to use these, you don't have to, but I think it's a great place to put it because it really didn't take up much room and it's on the back of the page. This is a Sunday start. Like I mentioned, if you pick a Sunday start, it's going to start on your monthly and your weekly. If you pick a Monday start, which I have in the vertical to be able to show you, then Monday is going to be here. Your weekend's going to be grouped together and it's going to be a Monday start on your weekly. So when you purchase your planner, you're not only going to be picking your cover, you're going to be choosing Sunday or Monday start. So I feel like this year, if there's a certain cover you want and you really want it in a certain Sunday or Monday start, I feel like you should get on an order when launch comes, because I bet certain covers, are going to sell out in a Sunday versus Monday start first. And getting the combination you want, because there are so many different combinations, it might be a little bit harder, if you wait too long. Your holidays, once again, are on the big monthly boxes, not put on the weekly, which I actually appreciate because you can see your monthly at the same time as your weekly. They really don't need to be repeated here, and it saves you room. This year, there is a 1/2 inch added vertically to planners from last year. So I'm talking about dated planners from last year. Her dated planners from last year, this year's are a 1/2 inch vertically taller and 1 inch horizontally longer than last year's. That is because last year, Saturday and Sunday were stacked. So now in every planner, Saturday and Sunday has their own box and you have a choice of Sunday or Monday start. So there had to be a little extra room added. But with just 1/2 inch vertically and 1 inch horizontally, that is not a lot to gain you get a whole box now for your Saturday and Sunday. And that also means these horizontal pages are a little bit bigger. So you get just a tiny bit more room in those, which is really nice too. They have also bumped up, if you notice. So your header is smaller to give you more room to write on the days of the week, which I totally approve of and think is great. And the header is bumped up here too to give you more room, which totally, we always want more room on our days, right? So all of the changes they have made are from listening to their customers, which is so important. That is your layout. Look at this huge space. So when you're looking at your week here, you get to see your week and your month at the same time. If you need to carry over from that day, like I said, then you could leave it out on your desk like this where you can see. This is how I would do mine. This is how I did mine when I used it for 6 months this last year. I would write, usually, a lot of times I drew a line here, not really halfway through, and I would put any appointments or, important time things for the day there in the smaller box. Then my to-dos would be just here for the day. And then I didn't actually carry over my daily to-dos to here. I just ignored the days of the week, and this was my whole weekly to-do list in here that I could refer to, so I could keep referencing every day. And I will show you just a little bit of some of my months that I have planned in here. If you want to really see my planning, go back and look at some of my quarterly planning updates videos and my yearly stack videos and my mid-year stack video, because I share all that in there. But this is how I used the Laurel Denise this year. I was on vacation there, so those weeks look a little bit more sparse. I actually started using it back in September, and I don't have that planner pulled here. But here is some of my planning. I loved being able to have my monthly lists and monthly goals right in front of me, along with my weeks and my monthly planning, because it just pulls everything in together. So nothing is lost on another page where you never go and look at it, right? It is all right in front of you. So there's just some of my planning. I also did my goals in here this year. And let me tell you, her pages back here are so huge. They are great for so many different planning things. But at like Q2, I reevaluated my goals and did a new mind map. I did a mind map at the beginning of the year. And then I kind of do a new one every quarter. And then I would kind of plan out my goals from here and then carry them into the months. All that is up on my channel. I'll try to link some of those videos down below for my quarterly planning updates and my goal planning if you're interested in seeing my personal planning in a Laurel Denise. That is the horizontal. Everything else is the same throughout, just like the mini. When you come back here, it's just bigger. So you have a bigger 2025 planning, yearly wins, yearly lessons. You have those same numbers of note pages. You have 4 graph grid, 4 dot grid, and then you have your books I'm reading and your kind of summary for the year that we went through. Your pocket is once again carried over in the back. And the reason why there are less pages, where I've hooked these in is the vertical, but we'll go ahead and hook one in here. There are less pages because she didn't want to make the coil bigger and wanted to leave room, or she said she couldn't make the coil bigger. Maybe it was couldn't or didn't want to. I personally like the coil size too for these pop-in panels here, which are $10 each and pop in so well to your planner. This one hasn't even been popped in yet, as you can see, because all those little circles are coming out. I hadn't even popped this one in, but I did pop in some to the vertical. Look, it is the exact right size for your page. Look at this sticky note from the horizontal, fits perfectly in here for moving around if you don't want to write on it with wet erase markers, but she is going to have wet erase markers for sale, you guys. So this one's a bit big from the horizontal. This one fits perfectly in these boxes if you want to write lunch and dinner. And you know how sticky notes stick even better and restick really well to this type of lamination. So you can stick and restick those meals to your heart's content on here and move them all around. So you have day, you could start on a Sunday or Monday, whatever works for you, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then on the back of this one, you have a shopping list. So that is one of her new pop-in panels for $10. You can have your meal plan for the week anywhere you want. You could have it at the back of your week here, or you could put it at the front of your planner, the back of your planner, wherever you want it, wherever it works for you. So that's one of the pop-in panels. I wanted to kind of show you how they come too. They come packaged in plastic, but together with this on the back. So you even get a really pretty, you get some of these with your pop-in panels. And then you get a pop of the hot pink on the back, Laurel Denise, and the information on the back there. So a couple of the panels are in the vertical, but I'll show you the ones that aren't. This one is like based on the Kanban boards, immediate, soon, later, future. So once again, you could use sticky notes and move them all around, or you could write on it with the wet erase markers that Laurel's going to have for sale. Done is on the back, just a list with, you know, dot grid lines. You could pop in more than one a month, you know, or put them at the front, wherever you want them. That's why she took out the excess note pages at the back, because she wanted to leave room for these and for inserts, for as many as you want to put in. I put these inserts in the vertical, so we will take a look at those in the vertical. The last pop-in panel, except for the ones in the vertical, is a budget one, income, savings, and debt. And so you have all your months here laid out, savings goal, deadline, debt amount, payoff date here, and for tracking. And bills and spending, monthly budget on the back, all the months of the year. You can also pop those in. So now this one has 3 of the pop-in inserts, the pop-in panels. I'm sorry, the pips pop-in panels. And you still have room in there. And it's not feeling too tight. And that's with 3 pop-in panels. That is the reason for the going down on the notes pages. Vertical is up next. Okay, I have vertical. I have the new pen pouch. We will share that too. But I want to show you all the covers available in vertical first. We have, this one is called Lollipop. How great is that name? I love it. So this is Lollipop. You have the forest green and this bright yellow and blue, and you get that on the edge. This is definitely one of my favorites. I love it. I love mustard yellow color, and I love that pop in there. So this is Lollipop. We're going to go through the vertical in that. This is Sunshine, also available in the vertical. I love mustard yellow, so I love this one with the pop of blue. And then inside is a forest green with the light green with a pink with a yellow. Isn't that fantastic? This is definitely one of my faves too. Okay, Sunshine, Lollipop. And then you get, once again, the Evergreen is available in vertical. The Ocean Breeze is available in vertical. And the Midnight is available in vertical. So those are all your vertical options. Let's jump into this vertical, you guys. Here is your vertical sticky notes. The vertical sticky notes are the $35 ones because there's just, you see how many tiny ones are in there? I will show them to you on the page. Also, this is her new pin bag design for this year, which fits perfectly around the front of your planner cover, you guys. Look at that, and lays flat and carries your pens or highlighters in there right with you, laying flat. So I have some of the Laurel Denise highlighters in there, but I also wanted to show you that it does carry a little bit longer Erin Condren ones. It does carry those. It does not carry Tombows. So the Erin Condren highlighter is about as long as it carries, which is, let's see, in case you're having stuff, it's about 6 3/4 inches is the Erin Condren. So if you have something that's that long, it will fit it. It won't fit Tombows. And by the way, I do have these Laurel Denise highlighters, and I have been using them in all my morning study, and I have really liked them. They work great as highlighters. These are the darker colors that actually I don't use in my morning studies, but I have all the lighter colors actually with my morning study stuff, so they're not here. Look at this. Inside you have the pop of pink with the pattern on it. That's kind of the Laurel Denise signature. And this year, this pink liner is actually wipeable. It is a wipeable liner in there. So whatever you use it for, even if you want to stick snacks in there, right? Like a snack bar, a protein bar, kids snacks would actually fit well in here and in your purse if you want to use it for that. This navy one, I think it's called Buttoned Up, and these are $25. She sent me her sample of this too, just so I could share it with you guys. And people are going to ask, I know, will it go around the whole cover to keep it shut, right? Yes, it will. But I bet over time you're going to stretch out your band to where it might not fit on just the front as well, but it will hold your whole cover. If you wish it to do that, it will. It will hold it. So it's whatever you want to do with it. It's so well crafted. The vegan leather details on the pull here, look at that. The beautiful gold zipper. If you have one of her pouches from last year, these are some of my favorite pen pouches. You guys, I've already shared this before. You know what? I guess this was wipeable last year too. I didn't notice that. These are still on her site, you guys, and hold Tombows and extra long things and hold a ton of pins. They're all canvasy and wipeable on the outside. So durable. I can't recommend these enough. These are my favorite pen pouches like ever because of the look, the feel, the function, the design, everything about them. So I would say grab them. She has 2 new ones. This is just one of the designs of the new ones. So they both function differently. You can tell I love the pen pouches, right? Let's get into the vertical. Those who are vertical planners, this book belongs to. If found, please contact. However, do not put your phone number on there if you're making YouTube videos. That's just a hint. When I first started making YouTube videos and I was showing my planners, that was not a good thing. You have all the same pages in here. Let's get into the vertical layout, into the stickies. So here are the way all your sticky notes look in the vertical. Here are your sticky notes. You have long ones. You have these tiny ones, which fit on the days really well of the months. And in the vertical columns, these fit perfectly at the top or in the monthly boxes while your number is still showing. So I actually love how these fit in the months. Like even if you have a horizontal planner, if you think you would love one where this is showing the number of the month, which the horizontal one didn't do, and if you would like this little dude that also doesn't cover your whole day, then you might also want to buy the vertical sticky notes. I hate to tell you that, but I'm just telling you. These fit differently than the horizontal. The horizontal, as I showed you, one that fits the horizontal perfectly. This one is your only option in the horizontal, which covers up your date. Of course, you could trim that, But I just wanted to show you how those two options would also work in your horizontal really well. That is your sticky notes. All those tiny little cuts are why the vertical costs a little bit more than the horizontal. The horizontal and the project sticky notes are $25. The vertical sticky notes are $35. Let's just look at the vertical layout here and some of the changes from last year. They have streamlined this, which I think all of them are great changes. You have just one big box up top here. You don't have your time dots here. So of course they do have timed washi tape you can use here if you want to put in your times. Laurel Denise sells that. If you don't want to, then it's open to just time block or make a list with. You have very light lines throughout. Then the box at the bottom was taken. You can just do whatever you need. You can section off your own times throughout. Monday through Thursdays on your left. Friday, Saturday, Sundays on your right, which is a great division. And to do this week, your weekly list is right here along the edge. Then of course you have all your monthly list over here and your to do this month, same thing. Once again, the same paper. You have 120 pound, you have 80 pound. Here's a pen test on the 80 pound paper. Here is the back of it with Papermate flares and dual tip markers and highlighters. You can see no bleed through. You really can't even see any show through on there. And as you can see, these pages being so thick, nothing is going to show through those pages. Maybe if you used a big permanent Sharpie marker, but I would not recommend that. In your vertical, if you have it folded over in front of you, if you want to see your whole week, you are going to have to pull that out to see your whole week. But if you're just in the beginning half of the week, you know, you have your beginning half of the week and the monthly. And then when you're at the end of your week, you flip it and you have the end of your week. And then you can see your monthly lists or goals or tracking, whatever you're doing over here. People do such creative things. You have your same 7 habit trackers here, and that is the flow of the vertical. Now I want to show you the insert pages. Here's your other pop-in insert. Your PIP is swirling thoughts in this one, and it's just 4 quadrants. I love this one. It's divided into just 4 quadrants, and I'm just showing you how some of her sticky notes fit in here wonderfully. So if you buy the sticky notes and these inserts, I think they're going to work hand in hand. Swirling thoughts continues just in lines on the back there. That is, look how nice that insert fits there. Now I've also inserted, she has more inserts than I have here, but you have this insert called the horizontal schedule insert. You have another insert called the vertical hourly schedule insert. And then you get these, I think they're called project planner inserts. So she sent me these 3 to be able to share with you guys, which I think is so helpful. So look at your month. If you feel like you need more room for writing, planning for the month, you're working on a lot of projects or something, you can stick this into your month. You pop it in, you guys, and you can pop it out. It's genius. It has laminate, you know, a thick coating there, kind of like tabs, where it's going to last no matter how many times you pop it in and pop it out. And you have 4 columns here, just like in the project planner, which we haven't even gotten to yet. A light dot grid. And then if you turn it, then you have the same thing on the back, 4 more columns. And then you still have your month over here. You could add in as many of these as you need per month. Oh, I added in the half pages to the project planner, I think, is where I added them. If you needed to add these into your horizontal or vertical planner, let's say some weeks even got messed up, you could add these in, or they work well in the project planner, adding in weeks. So we'll look at them there. So that is your vertical planner, you guys. And I do feel like even though these are small columns, they're bigger than last year. They're an inch, you guys. These columns are an inch. And the lines are substantial. They're not teeny tiny lines. So the lines are big enough for even my handwriting to write on. So if you're a vertical planner, this might be the one for you to plan your weekend. That is your vertical. All right, your project planner comes in 3 covers. Midnight, Lullaby. Don't you love that name? Lullaby. And look at the inside of Lullaby. I love those colors. Okay, buttoned up, which is the same thing as the pen pouch, right? Buttoned up, this is your project planner. Stripes and a light blue. I love it. And then mine to show you is in the midnight. And here are the sticky notes that fit your project planner perfectly. We will look at those. Once again, same rulers, same everything up front with the 2024 planning pages. You go right into January. This is how your project planner is different. You don't have any weekly pages in it. Oh, I forgot to mention this in the vertical. You get to pick a Sunday or Monday start, of course, in the vertical too. I had the Monday start. So Monday start on your week, Monday start on your month in the vertical. That's what I had. You can pick a Sunday or Monday start in your project planner. This is the Sunday start. So the monthly starts on a Sunday. You don't have any weekly pages. So if you pick a Sunday or Monday start in your monthly here, it's just, it's only on your monthly. So think about what you want your monthly. You have a header with your month. You have the next 2 months to look at up here. And then the sticky notes for your project planner, look, they fit your squares perfectly for pre-planning or mapping out projects. They fit your columns perfectly in all different sizes and colors. So however you need to use them. Your columns in your project planner are light dot grid. They have a header up there. You could divide them in the middle. You can divide them however you want with the dot grid. This planner would also be great for meal planning if you want to have a bigger scope of meal planning and then just kind of have your it could be your grocery list over here, or it could also just be your list of like meals to grab from, like breakfast, lunch, snacks, dinners, right? What are you going to grab from that month when you need ideas? What we have, it's all here, written here next to your plan, which you could move around with sticky notes. Of course, a project planner could also work great for content creation. If you just need this much room every day to put what you're doing each day for content creation, and then all your ideas or to-dos for the month, I think there's a lot of uses for the project planner. It could be kind of like a housekeeping planner also. It could be a health or wellness planner with tracking just on the monthly boxes with color coding what you're doing for workouts or tracking your weight or food. And then over here, kind of checking in with different plans and your health wise. Those are just some initial ideas. I'd love to hear how you guys have used the project planner. Your holidays are on the project planner. Here are your inserts. Look, if you have the project planner and you're like, just some weeks, I would just like to be able to have a weekly layout, but I don't need that every week. Look how great these are for the project planner. You can pop them in, or they could just be extra list room, to be honest, because they're not labeled Monday through Sunday. So you can label them Monday through Sunday or not. And then you have the back also. Then you could also pop in extra pages per month for the project planner. If you just you're like, oh, this month, I know I'm going to need extra room on these work projects. You can pop in as many of these project planning insert pages as you need. We still have to get to the most exciting thing, the folio. You guys, I know so many people are excited about that. Your coil is smaller on the project planner because you have less pages in it. I need to show you the back of the project planner though before I forget. There is your coil size difference and your difference in these two books. Your back in your project planner, you go to the back and you have a plan ahead 2025, same as the other planners. Yearly wins, yearly lessons, same as the other planners. You have the 4 dot grid graph, 4 dot grid, and then the exact same. The books you're reading, the gratitude, the happy moments, pocket at the back. So that is your project planner. Remember, leave your ideas down in the comments so we can all know how you use these babies. All right, to wrap us up, you guys, this is the beautiful new folio. It comes in green and a brown color. It's kind of like, it's not quite light camel, but it's a beautiful brown. But I personally am in love with forest green. I've talked about that on my channel before because I was a teenager, in the early 90s. It was all about forest green and burgundy. Think about, the set of the Home Alone movie in the house there, forest green and burgundy. That was the time. Here is your beautiful folio. It comes with a few helpful instructions of how to place your book in here. It is $45. You guys, this thing is well made. I think it's going to last you forever. However many Laurel Denise planners you use, It's gonna last. Make sure you read these helpful instructions. Her beautiful card. You can stick cards in here, as you can tell. You can stick stickers in here. If you are not planning to stick your planner in here, then you could also stick other things in here. Personally, if I was leaving my house every day, I would definitely get one of these. I would just pop my planner in here like this, because I always like to be able to fold my planner back over on itself. But if you don't like to fold your planner back over on itself and you want to stick it in here, it is made to be able to stick in here. You just pay attention to their instructions. You insert this to a certain amount, then you fold this back, then you flip this and you insert the back a certain amount into here. And then both sides slide in. It feels a little bit tight when you're doing it. You need to follow the instructions. You don't want to mess up your coil or break your planner, but it fits in there if you want to keep it in the folio while you're working in it. Personally, I couldn't do that because I love to fold my planner over, but it does work keeping in the folio, and it is beautiful. And then you can just close it up in the folio. The folio closes perfectly, zips right up, and beautiful gold zipper right there. Then when you open it, back open, and your planner is in there. But if you don't want your planner to stay inserted, like I wouldn't want to, and I think most people are going to use it, that they're just going to transport it to keep it safe to work and back and such. You're just going to lay it in here. You have a pen holder, which I'm going to have to turn to show you. You have a great pen holder here, which even holds really thick pins, you guys. I have tried all these. This is a very thick friction pin, like I said, from Jet Pens, with a thick grippy barrel, and it fits in here with room to spare. I'm so glad they designed that pen holder well. I love that there's a pen holder in there and that you also have another pocket here for like stickers or just meeting notes or whatever you need to stick in there, or a picture of your kids. So you can pop your planner in here and rest assured that it's going to be safe. I even tried popping the pen holder just in here with, you know, pens in it and shutting it, and it actually worked, you guys. So if you need to pop your pen holder in there, it works too. And it feels so nice in hand. It definitely has the poof. You push on it, it's cushy. It feels great. It just has the little Laurel Denise stamp down there at the bottom, approved by Laurel Denise. And she's a beauty, you guys. $45 only in the green, this beautiful forest green, and the brown. Hey guys, I'm coming in here after the fact. I don't know where in the video this is going to go, but I'm answering some of the good questions that my patrons asked. This video went up early, unedited, for my patrons like last week or something like that. I can't remember which day. They got to see it early, and they have a lot of good questions. And so I want to add them in here because I think they're questions that other people are going to have too. Does the pen pouch fit on the mini? And if you look, you can fit it over the whole of the mini. It's not super tight, but it's not so loose. Like, it will move. It could fall off if you shake it, even if you push it all the way up at the end. But if you don't stretch it out first by putting it on the big planner, then I think it will work fine on your mini. But you do have to put it over the whole thing. And I would say don't stretch it out first. And if you take it all the way down to where the rulers are, that really holds it in better. So if you want to use it on the mini, do not stretch it out and put it on the big. That's what I would say. Of course, it stretches out, and I shared that already. It fits on the big, the front cover, and the front and the back. So I have stretched mine out some already. The next question is the monthly boxes size on all 3 of them. Laurel is going to have all this listed on her site, but let's just go over the box size really quick here. Oh, here's a workup I did of the horizontal turning it into a vertical, because people asked about that too. The monthly box size in your mini is 0.625 by 1 inch high. The monthly boxes in your normal weekly are 1 inch by 1.375 high. So if you want to pause that and see this, then the project, these are official measurements from Laurel. The project planner, I didn't have her official measurement on there, so I just measured it, And the way I got the exact measurement was measuring it in centimeters and then converting on Google to inches, because that's the way I could get the most accurate measurement. So the project is 1.57 width by 1.18 height. So there they are. If you want to have them all three to compare and kind of see the 3 box sizes next to each other. The other question was, will the will the half page inserts fit in your mini? So let me show you what I have figured out from this. This is cutting off the bottom. Your half page insert sticks up a little bit if you put it at the top. So you can see this. Do you see how it sticks up a little bit? About just as much as your ruler. So not much, just a little bit. So number one, if you don't mind it sticking up just a little bit, you just have to cut off the very bottom few lines. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines off the bottom, and it's going to fit perfectly. And you could use them in the mini. Now, they don't line up perfectly because the mini is smaller. Do you see that? So see how much taller that is? Like I said, it sticks up, and then how much wider that is. How much wider is that? Because people are going to want to know, right? It's about 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, 0.75 of an inch wider. Here's the other thing. If you don't want it to stick up, you know, I tried sticking it in here like this. You can't do that. Let me show you why. We're doing crafting together here, you guys, which I don't normally do this on launch videos, but these are all good questions. See how that gets stuck on the, it's not going to lay flat with that coil. So if you wanted to not have it stick up, you are going to have to trim off a little bit of the top there. You won't have to trim off the whole top box. You're just going to have to trim off a little bit so that it doesn't hook on that top ring, and then cut off a little bit more on the bottom. I hope that makes sense and helps you out. So you can definitely craft that in there. If you want the half page inserts, definitely can do that. The next question was, how would you turn the horizontal, since the mini is only coming in a horizontal? Because Laurel said they tried it. They tried it in the vertical, and the columns are so teeny tiny. That's because they have a column for each day, Saturday and Sunday, and then they also have a to-do column. So the way I did this, there's so many ways you could do it, you guys. People are going to come up with better ways than me. I know it. But this is just my initial thought, would be to white out the dates, white out the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday there, okay? And the horizontal lines are already there. So they're going to divide your day into 7 boxes naturally. 7 time slots or 7 things for the day. That's just how it's going to be. But I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on the left. I did Thursday, Friday on the right. And then I stacked Saturday, Sunday in the to-do list column, and you just don't have lines going through them, which I think works perfectly for turning this into a vertical. If you really need a vertical, that can also be time blocking your day really easily into 7 boxes. I didn't make these exactly the same. You can measure out and make sure each one of these 3 boxes are the same. And obviously these 2 are a little bit off. You'd have to measure out to make that. I did not do the measurements because I'm not super into this type of stuff and perfection. And so I wouldn't be doing this to my planner, but I just wanted to craft that up really quick for you guys. Another idea to turn this into something you could get hourly time slots from, but not turn it into a vertical so you wouldn't have 7 boxes, is just drawing lines down here, but leaving your dates. Leaving your dates here. You could white out those if you want to. Drawing lines vertically, right? However many times blocks you need. So if you want 3 time blocks here, like for the morning, and you want 3 time blocks here for the afternoon or evening, however you're going to divide it up, your day can go horizontally across, but still have time blocks. Does that make sense? I should have drawn that out for you guys. All right, back to the video. Let's wrap it up, you guys. Laurel Denise's launch is tomorrow, September 6th, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. My code is Amanda's Favorites for 10% off your entire cart. I would so appreciate you using my affiliate link down there in the description. I would love to hear all your thoughts on these new planners, on the changes, on how you've used her planners in the past. Share it all down in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy planning. I hope you have a great week. Take care of yourselves so you can take care of others, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.